G'day everyone and welcome back to episode 78, where we continue on with our chaos and destruction from the last episode and move on to the front of the train. This is a pretty basic video of what I designed here. I'll pretty much be editing this off screen, but I wanted just to show just basically what I've come up with. I'll pretty much be editing it off screen more for just the tiny tweaks that I'll need to make, but I'm pretty sure I nailed a really cool design of coming around that corner, being able to obviously see the complete chaos of this crash. Logistically, when you really critique it and look at it, the crash doesn't really make sense. Like seeing most of these parts, you really wouldn't see most of these train pieces like that, but obviously with a ride going through it, we've had to try and adjust when we can. So trying to find that right balance of destruction and sort of balance with what we've already done and what we're going to do. As I've said in previous videos, it's going to be very hard to go into a tame town after this. So it's either we go all out on the town as well, or we just do a boring ghost town, like a full-on ghost town. So my initial vision for this part of the ride was for people who haven't been to the real Wild West Falls, it's pretty much just a train sitting on the top of a bridge, and it has dynamite there, but the bridge has already exploded and the train sort of stopped. I'm not sure if the train ever did move in real life, but from memory, it's always been static from when I've been up there. It's more just been the sound effects. I was going to do a splash section here, but it just didn't make sense with what was going on. So I might change one of them trains to be leaking something like oil, or I'm not sure, but my biggest pet peeve with this game is the size of these pieces. Like if you grab any guest or animatronic that they have in this game and you put it up to one of them doors on them trains, and it's like they're ants compared to it. Like I've never understood why they made them pieces so big. But yeah, I attempted in the last stream off camera, but I tried to recreate one of these train carriages without having to use one of them, but yeah, it just didn't look right, and I couldn't do the angles that I wanted to. So this part here is just me trying to make it look as though the metal's bent, because obviously if something had this kind of impact, it wouldn't just be sitting there. It would obviously be bent and twisted. And as I said before, this is pretty much just me showing you a basic plan of what I want to do, but obviously I'll sit there for a couple of hours tweaking that and trying to make it match and stuff like that. It's funny how jarring that looks being so different, but when you ride the ride, you really cannot tell that them pieces don't belong there. It's really weird how just the sightlines of the guests can completely change the perspective of this ride. And I really wanted this part to feel claustrophobic, because then it allows the next part to feel more open and more lived in. Obviously this part is going to be replacing the random tent section that they have. I'd say it's the Indian tent zone. I'm not sure what they call it, but I've never understood that part. It's like they have a fake painted wall when they could have just done a nice hill, and I feel like this solves that problem. I do have a cool idea for this big open space here. I was just obviously trying to find cool drag marks there. But yeah, this should be pretty much finished in the next video, just this section. But as I said, yeah, I'll just pretty much be tweaking it, trying to make the chaos work well. I didn't want to have like smoke. I wanted to have sort of like a haze, as if like you've come around the corner and you're like, oh, something bad has happened here. So I hope you guys enjoy what I did here. As I said, this was just a pretty quick update. It wasn't like anything crazy. Obviously all the tree stumps, that's what I was setting up in the previous episode of all them trees, was when you get to this section, all the trees are gone. It's dead. I'm not sure whether I'll do... no, I'll keep that a secret what I want to do for this area. But I'll see you guys on Monday for that episode. Check out one of these videos, but obviously most important, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.